pride. Some call it confidence, others call it arrogance. And in religious tradition, it's often considered the deadliest sin of all. But why is pride seen as so dangerous? And is it really the root of all our downfalls? Let's talk about it. Across ancient traditions, one vice was seen as the root of all others. In Christian theology, this is pride, often called the original and most serious of the 7 deadly sins. It's the sin from which all others are born. But this idea isn't exclusive to Christianity. The ancient Greeks had a word for it: hubris, the fatal flaw of tragic heroes who dared to defy the gods, believing themselves their equals. This narrative of a great fall begins with the highest of angels, Lucifer's rebellion against God, a cataclysm born from a single thought: I am better. It was the ultimate expression of pride, the refusal to serve, the desire to usurp the throne of heaven itself. This act of cosmic arrogance set the stage for all subsequent corruption. Then came humanity's turn. Adam and Eve in the Garden of Eden, tempted by the serpent's whisper. What was the promise? Not just an apple, but divine knowledge, the chance to be as gods. Their transgression wasn't simple disobedience, it was pride, the aspiration to transcend their created nature, to seize a status that wasn't theirs to take. This core belief, that you are self-sufficient, that you don't need anyone, not even God, was seen as the ultimate spiritual poison. It's a closing of the self, a declaration of independence from the very source of existence. From this poisoned wellspring flows every other sin. Greed is the prideful assertion that you deserve more than your share. Envy is the prideful bitterness that others have what you feel is rightfully yours. Wrath is the prideful explosion when your inflated sense of self is challenged. All of them begin with the fundamental error of pride, the delusion that you are the center of the universe. But pride isn't just a religious idea, it's psychological. Pride blinds us. It keeps us from admitting mistakes, from asking for help, from growing. How many friendships, businesses, or even nations have collapsed simply because someone was too proud to back down? Wars have been started, families broken, empires destroyed, all because of pride. Yet here's the twist. Pride isn't always the villain. The ancient philosopher Aristotle once called it the crown of the virtues. He wasn't talking about arrogance, but about megalopsychia, greatness of soul. This describes a person who is genuinely worthy of great things and knows their own value with sober accuracy. It's not vanity, it's a profound form of self-knowledge, the quiet confidence earned through dedication. This is the crucial distinction: authentic pride versus its destructive cousin, hubris. There's good pride, the kind that comes from hard work, from standing tall in your dignity, from knowing your worth. It's a deep satisfaction rooted in effort. Hubris, however, is a fragile, noisy ego, built on insecurity and a constant need to feel superior to others, rather than on genuine accomplishment. Without that authentic pride, we'd crumble into self-doubt and despair. It's a fundamental psychological resource. It's the internal engine that can fuel us, push us forward, and give us the strength to get back up after we fall. It's the bedrock of resilience, the force that allows us to face a new day with a subtle, hopeful smile, ready to try again. This life-affirming pride isn't a declaration shouted for the world to hear. It's a quiet, internal acknowledgement, a whisper to the self in moments of doubt, a gentle reminder that says, I matter. This is the pride that builds, not the one that breaks. So maybe the real problem isn't pride itself, but excess pride. Too little pride and you're a doormat. Too much and you're a tyrant. The challenge is balance. Confidence without arrogance, dignity without delusion. Is pride the worst sin? Maybe. Or maybe it's just the most tempting one because it wears the disguise of strength. It's the fuel of ambition, the bedrock of self-respect. It's the quiet satisfaction of a job well done, the driving force that pushes us to climb higher mountains and solve harder problems. Society celebrates this version of pride. We call it confidence, determination, leadership. It's the architect of empires and the author of masterpieces. In its purest form, pride is simply the recognition of our own value, a necessary foundation for a meaningful life. But a foundation can crack. When does that healthy self-respect curdle into a blinding hubris? This is the pride that the ancient Greeks warned was the downfall of heroes. It isolates us, building walls where there should be bridges. It makes us deaf to criticism, convinced we're flying closer to the sun when, In reality, our wax wings are melting. The truth is, pride can build us up, or it can tear everything down. It's a razor's edge we walk every day. The real challenge isn't to eliminate pride but to temper it with humility, to tend to it like a fire. Too little and we achieve nothing. Too much and we get burned. The question isn't just which side of pride you're on, but how you navigate the delicate balance within yourself. Thanks for watching. If this made you think, hit subscribe and join the conversation. I'm genuinely curious to know your thoughts in the comments. How do you cultivate healthy pride while keeping hubris at bay?